What's good, y'all? It's Casper. Today I'm going to be talking about the second episode of the Halo TV series. The second episode of the Halo TV series is called Unbound. It's 54 minutes, directed by Otto Bathurst. In this episode, we're seeing John end up taking Quan to John's old friend. So John goes to the old homie to talk about this object that he has so he can get some answers, and he brings along Quan. We see more of the Covenant coming up with plans and ideas on trying to figure out how to get the object. And also, we're seeing on Master Chief's side, on the Spartan side, we're seeing Dr. Halsey figure out her plan, how she's gonna deal with Master Chief when he comes back to base. Master Chief has been presenting a very unpredictable behavior, so base wants to figure out how they're gonna solve and deal with that. Off the bat, seeing the second episode, I could already see that this episode was more of a more dialogue, more lines, and more character focus. First one was just the straight action, an introduction vibe on seeing who's gonna be involved with the TV show. The second episode, you saw a lot of perspective, both sides, the bad side and evil side. A lot of cool lines that give you a really dramatic feel of how each side is going to handle their situation or their plans. So with the Covenant presentation, with all that, I really enjoyed the costume design. I really like how presentable every bad villain looks. A cool look. It was an interesting look. Shocked to be very in tune with the presentation. The camera placement was great. Moments in this episode, you can't really tell that there's a green screen in the back, so I thought a lot of the editing, the graphics, and special effects, I thought they were really great in the second episode. Very adventurous with the second episode too. The feeling I got from this line presentation was somebody sneaking into a room and hearing them out and being that person and being like, this is what they talked about. A lot of the information on both sides, especially the Covenant, were very detailed and very strong to a point where like, oh, they're not messing around. Really like how a lot of these characters, especially in the Covenant side, with the lines, are showing their power that they have. On the other side with the Spartans, seeing what they want to do. I don't know if it was at base, but they're having a meeting with all the people, and I thought the lines and just the presence and the feel of that room felt heavy, and a conference that they were really trying to focus on the important things. Saw a lot of grimy stuff in here too. You see Dr. Halsey, you see how grimy she is with her lines. Lines in here saying that these Spartans and Master Chief was made just to be our best weapon towards the Covenant, really showed where these people's mindsets are. So that's why I really enjoy this episode, because the lines just showed how grimy these characters could be. A lot of their plans are for them to just be powerful. Very cool detail in the lines. I think in this episode, the lines were great for every perspective that we're seeing. Whoever the camera's placement was on, lines were straight executed. Master Chief in here, you're seeing more with his character on what he's dealing with. Getting used to just calling him John. You see a lot how he's really trying to figure out what this object is, and he's also trying to figure out what are these thoughts that he's thinking. I like how the first episode, the main focus was to bring Quan back, and I like how the second episode, we're still on the focus on trying to bring Quan back to the base, but you're also seeing Master Chief ignore what the base or what the people at base are asking him to do. Master Chief is on his own mission to figure out what is really going on. He's very confused. This episode brings other characters involved to basically try to answer Master Chief's questions on what's going on. The new characters that were presented in this episode, I thought they were very believable. The costume design was great. The look at times looked very psycho-ish. They executed very good on the character that Master Chief ended up meeting in that little prison area. So they did good on just characters. The characters in here were believable. So Master Chief, I did like his lines. I do like the more in-depth feel that we're starting to get with him. Even with Quan, first episode, I was like, I don't know what characters is what. Are we gonna be seeing this character all the time? But seeing the second episode, just with the presentation with a lot of these actors, felt more comfortable. I'm seeing more comfortability with these actors, especially Quan. The feel and reaction being with Master Chief a lot. I could see the presentation with that is real. Quan's character actually grew on me in the second episode, so I'm very shocked about that. Environment in the second episode is cool. You're seeing a lot of dope set design, and that's another feel I got from this episode was like, yo, it'd be really cool to be on set and see how this really looks. The scenery looked really cool. They made it look grimy. They made it look like it's a world just restarting. You don't get too many action scenes in this episode. You don't see too many guns shooting at all. You just see like soldiers with the guns. Even though this didn't have that much action at all in this episode, I was like, wow, it's really holding up. The story that it was presenting in this episode was like a cool, you could sit back and chill and just watch it. So it wasn't like you're moving around in your seat or you're having anxiety to hurry up the episode. So I think it was a cool sit down, beautiful look episode because there's detail in this episode. The camera placement is showing more detail, showing more adventure, showing more what this universe has. So it didn't need the action scene on this episode. So good flow and well done. Another character real quick that I thought was really cool, Bokeem Woodbine. He's John, aka Master Chief's friend. In this episode, they show their relationship from the past. Bokeem, I thought his whole presentation and him being in this episode or in this world, in this TV show, it's growing on me. I'm like, this is really cool because Master Chief's character is more of a serious face. Doesn't really show too many emotions because I guess he doesn't know how. It's a good look, good vibe with Master Chief, but Bokeem is like that one that's like loosened up a little bit. He's like more free. Nothing's holding him back. His character complements this episode as well. And then he has a family in here. I thought the family was a cool look. Something as well that I'm getting used to. I'm pretty sure this episode, a lot of the new stuff that was presented is going to grow on me. The city's going to grow on me. Seeing all the people back on base who are the leaders, like the doctors, like I'm still having those characters grow on me, but it's starting to fit and click here and there. Even with the Admiral in here, like her character is growing on me as well. You can see that she's just in a position where a lot of people around her are being like the voices. Like I said, a lot of these characters are growing on me and really enjoyed Bokeem's character. I was very shocked with his character. It was a fun feel. I'm glad he's in here. It's a cool vibe. One thing I didn't mention from the first episode was the Halo theme song. The Halo theme song is in this TV series. From the sound of it, they're giving it the home feel, but a little bit with a twist, enhancing it a little bit to sound a little bit more modern and more futuristic. It's not a bother, but glad that they still had the Halo theme song. The second episode was, for me, even though it's slow, was a good episode, and I'm shocked with the lines, the presentation, the feel. Shout out to the director still doing his thing. It's very eye-catching. After my watching the second episode of the TV series Halo Unbound out of 10, I'm gonna have to give this episode a 9 out of 10. That's my review for the second episode of the TV series Halo Unbound. Shout out to you guys for tuning into the video. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, y'all.